for when you feel stressed, irritated, angry, fearful. Here is a simple and very, very powerful and safe breathing technique. You're going to be breathing via your mouth into your belly, concentrating on the long exhalation. And I'm going to demonstrate two ways of doing it. Way number one. That's one. Second one will involve some words. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's imagine you're a woman or a man. You came home and your husband left dirty socks on the table and you feel irritated. Now here comes the technique that will help you to shift from the irritable state of mind. Let me show you. Oh, there again he left his dirty socks on the table. Oh my goodness gracious. Right? So you don't actually have to say the phrase that I used, but you can. So what I mean by that is that the phrase can be either negative or positive or neutral. It does not matter. What matters is that you are speaking on the exhalation. And how do you know that you're actually speaking on the exhalation? You can use something like a feather, have it next to your mouth to see if it's gonna move when you exhale. I don't have a feather, but I have my beautiful shawl, so let me use that and let's see if this piece is going to move when I exhale. So let's try again. So it moved, not like to be blown by wind, but it moved. So that means when I was breathing out, I was really breathing out. Now if I were to try to say words as I'm breathing out, let's see if it will move again. Oh, he left his dirty socks on the table. Yeah, it moves, right? And for most of you, it will move. It's just to show you, to have a visual. So that's the technique. Another thing I wanted to share with you is how often we want to say something, but the situation is not ideal. Well, for example, our boss irritates us, but it's not always a wise idea to tell him or her how we feel, and words get stuck in our throat. Or we want to say something to a loved one, but we really can't, for whatever reason. So that creates a lot of tension in the neck and in the throat and contributes to a whole bunch of issues. What can you do if words are not available? You can use a sound. A sound perhaps a baby tiger makes. This is how it looks. And again, I'll be taking a breath. So that technique is to help release some cooped up tension in the throat. There is a second technique for that. It was developed, I believe, by one of the famous Russian singers, Shalyapin, but I'm not even sure. I know it's called after him. What does that look like? Again, we will be taking the breath into the belly via the mouth and then see what happens. And if you do this, you may notice that the diameter of your breathing pipe kind of widens, because in the modern world we have so much stress here. Also, the positioning of our head on the neck and neck on the shoulders is not ideal. We are hunched forward, so it's all tense and dense and narrow, and our voice doesn't sound like our original voice is supposed to sound. It's not relaxed. We are not relaxed. So this technique helps. It's simple. It can be done anytime and anywhere. Right now I am in the botanical garden. I found a quiet bench. No one is here, so I'm not scaring any children by doing all these sounds, and I'm showing it to you. Try, see what you think, see how you feel. See how you feel before and see how you feel after. And give it a shot for a week or for at least a couple of days. Notice if you have all of a sudden more energy. Notice if when you are in a bad mood and you've done this breathing technique, you all of a sudden feel perhaps a little better. I certainly have, and that's why I'm sharing it, because I know it works, and I'm very excited to share it with my clients when we finally reopen, whenever that may be. Be well. Thank you.